Hey guys, welcome to a FIFA 17 squad builder, and today we're going to do this 3-league hybrid. I think this is actually the most expensive squad I've done this year. It may be over 500,000 coins, so quite an expensive one. But of course, if you want to use the regular cards and maybe take one of the players out of the team, then it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So first up in goal, we're going to go for one of the best keepers on the game, and that is going to be Farman. Him and Butland definitely up there for best cheap keepers on the game. I think I actually paid like 1,000 coins on his original card. And then since people have rated him so highly and played a lot of games with him, he seems to be in a bit more demand because he is a cracking keeper. You really can't complain with him, and definitely would suggest him. So going into this defence, we're going to change it to Germany, just so it's a little bit easier to find the players that I do need. Firstly, we do a Boateng. Obviously, this is one of the more expensive players in the team, so if you want to pick up someone a little bit cheaper in this position, like Howardez or Hummels, then they'll do a just as good job. But yeah, Boateng, sorry. Incredible. 80 pace, 90 defending, and 85 physical. I think he is the highest rated centre-back on the game, apart from Legends, of course. But yeah, really glad I did get him in that untradeable pack. So next up we do have Schuler from Hoffenheim. Great centre-back. If you actually compare him with Boateng, I know he's got lower stats, but his physical and defending essentially the same. I know slightly lower defending, but a massive minus 20 in the pace department, which is a bit of a shame. But if you do put a chemistry style on him with +3 pace, then it will actually go up to just over 70, which will be quite decent. So I might have to do that after finishing off with this squad builder and using him in other teams. So in the left back position, we're going to go for Danny Rose, going into a new league. Played 100 games with him, and yeah, just one of the better left backs in the BPL. Not much really to say about him. I think he does need to be an English left back in the BPL, so it can be sure if you want, but Danny Rose is perfectly fine in my opinion. Into the right back position, then we're going to go into another league, and that is going to be Florenzi from Roma. He's probably one of the better right backs this year. I know Piszczek's gone down a bit, he's not quite as fast. There's Danny Alves, who's not the best at defending, and there's Carl Walker, of course, who's probably the best out of the lot. But yeah, Florenzi's probably in the top 3 for best right backs on this game, and definitely would suggest him. Going into the midfield then, we'll go on to this left hand side first, and we will go for the squad builder challenge Barry. If you want to just use anyone else, you can just use any BPL. I think he has to be English centre mid, so you can go for Rooney, for example. He might be a good improvement in this position if you don't have the squad builder challenge Barry, but I definitely would suggest using the Barry just for the midfield dynamic, as we do have on this right hand side. We do have Bonaventura. He's technically a centre attacking midfielder, but with 63 defending, still does a decent job in centre mid. It's a bit of a shame that he has been downgraded in the pace department, but still a very good play with 84 pace, 85 dribbling. I think his inform card is actually around 90 to 100,000 coins, so maybe you just want to use the regular card. I'm not too sure if his regular card is a centre mid, or it might even be a left mid, to be honest. So yeah, you might have to pick up the inform in this position, but if you can't afford him, then any Italian in the Serie A will do. Into the centre attacking mid position, then we're going to go for Ericsson from Tottenham Hotspur. 3 goals in 7 games and 1 assist. He's probably under 5,000 coins now because of the team of the group stage out. A lot of players have dropped in price quite a bit, and first time I've used him this year, he's actually really good at shooting. Like, his composure in front of goal is really good, and links up very well with the striker. So going on to the left hand side first, we will put in that Heung-min Son from Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously over 75 games-ish played for him, 20 goals, which isn't the best, but he did get a couple in the squad builder, to be fair, in the 7 games, so decent for him. 8 high work rates, which is a bit of a shame, because if he had high attacking and medium defensive, I'd feel he'd be a lot better. But still a very good player in this team. I think he does actually need to be a Spurs winger as well, so yeah, I think we'll go on to this right hand side with Candreva. You can use any Italian right winger. I feel Candreva is better than Berardi just because he has got the 4-star skills. Berardi does have left foot, so he can cut inside and get a few more shots off. But I don't know, I just prefer Candreva as a player. A little bit more of a centre attacking midfielder, and does a little bit of a better job with the 4-star skills, because there's not many players with the 4-star skills in this team, and I'm quite a good skiller. So the final player in this team is going to be inform Harry Kane. Now, his record really doesn't justify how good he is. He only got 2 goals in 7 games from the looks of it there, but one of the games I disconnected in, he got a couple of goals in, so he actually got 4 goals in 7 games, but still not the best. but he's a bit more of like a hold-up player who lays it off to either Son, Ericsson, or Candreva. Maybe even Bonaventura will get up there at times. But it's a very good defensive team, I must say. This year I've really done well defensively, but putting the ball in the back of the net, I'm finding that quite difficult because most people play ultra defensive. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this quick little squad builder. Obviously, if you want to just take out the informs and put the regular cards in, you probably knock off about 200,000 coins. And obviously Boateng, you knock off another 100,000. So you can very easily make this team quite cheap and still just as good. So if you do enjoy the squad builder, make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.